All right, guys, we're back to business 2021, first one of the new year. I got James Chapman on my right, Wade Carpenter on my left. Wade is like the guru of everything accounting. James is like, if you need to insure anything, that's the guy you want to go see. These guys wanted to get together and have a talk. Me too. I'm not excluding myself. But we're just going to jump in with what's on our mind today. I want to touch on an easy way for customer service and difficult conversations. James, what's on your mind?
Oh man, you're gonna start with me. Okay.
Well, no, just tell them what you're going to talk about, and then we'll dive in.
Oh, well, what's been on my mind is conviction.
All right. All right. What about you, Wade?
I wanted to talk about, starting a new year, and a lot of people start off the new year with, cash flow problems coming out of Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So we've had a few conversations with clients lately, and I think they're, maybe lend some thoughts to that.
Okay. All right. Well, who wants to start? I mean, I'll jump in.
Bring it.
All right. So here's a cool idea I had for customer service, right? I'm thinking, right now we're about to get hit with these Girl Scout cookies, right? So one of the ladies in my office, her daughter sells Girl Scout cookies. I'm thinking, and this is a secret, don't tell anybody, my secret. I'm thinking her goal was last year was $200 worth of cookies sold. This year's $300 worth of cookies sold. I'm going to buy $300 worth of cookies and then get those cookies and get that girl to go deliver them to clients.
That's genius.
Nice.
So that's a real cool, like customer, what what Ted used to say, pet the goldfish moment. So that's what I'm cooking on right there. And that's a really cool tip. Like, so you can help somebody in the community sell Girl Scout cookies and then give back to your customers. It's a win-win for us. The flip side of that is the difficult conversation. So I think a couple years back, James and I had a conversation about, gosh, this year's been rough. We've had so many just difficult conversations with people. How do we get around that? You don't get around it. You go through it. You power through those difficult conversations. If it's a team member or a coworker or a vendor or anybody, you hold them accountable to a standard. You set the expectation bar. You dive in and you tell them, this is what I expect from you. This is what I expect from this product or service you're supposed to be selling me, and you hold them accountable to that bar. So difficult conversations come from that. Difficult conversations come from dealing with employees too. So when you got an employee that's coming in late and is just taking a long lunch or leaving early or whatever that may be, you sit that employee down, you sit that person down, and you say, hey, look, here's a report of you were late on Monday, late on Tuesday, left early on Wednesday. And you show them that the time they're stealing from you, because that's what they're doing as a business owner, they are stealing your time. You're paying them for that. So you sit them down and you talk to them about it. And I find it best when I just sit them down and I show them the data, and I just get quiet and let them explain. They got two options. They can tell the truth or they can tell a lie. I don't do well with liars. That's it. Difficult conversations. Power through them. That's all I got.
Like it.
Good point. I know sometimes it's tough to have those difficult conversations.
Oh, yeah.
And, I know personally I dread those a lot of times, but when you finally do it, you feel better. And if you don't do it, you're just compounding the problem.
That's true. That's true. I mean, people will let you run over them as much as you allow it. So always, I'm not that, I'm not one that's out picking a fight or anything like that, but I don't want to be taken advantage of.
Right.
All right. James, you want to go? Wade, you want to go?
I want to hear about those shoestring budgets, Wade.
Let's do it.
Well, I know we were talking about that a little earlier, but I mean, right now I've had a lot of conversations here in January, and it does seem to kind of be like annual kind of thing after Christmas. Sometimes, um, you know, the budgets get tight and the cash is not flowing, and until it does, it really feels like your world's coming to an end. And I had a conversation with yesterday, um, a, a customer yesterday that they were pushed up to like 4 million last year. And, as you grow, you're using your cash as but, you start hiring up people and filling new roles, and all of a sudden cash flow stops. And it feels like she was like, I'm going to you know, close the doors. And, it's easy to get in that mind, you know, let your mind kind of play games with you and feel like the world's coming to an end. And there is a difference between taking a hard look at what you do in business and seeing if is it really working versus, we're trying to power through this. And I don't have any good advice on that because there's a lot of people that after the Great Recession, they held on way too long. But then again, there's times that you got to have a little faith. And, I know James was going to talk what James is going to talk about. You know, you don't have to have the best of everything. Sometimes you got to live with it and move on. So that's the gist of it.
I always think about, like, I reference my desk. You guys have seen my desk. It is rough, man. It's like, it's one step away from getting duct tape. You know what I'm saying? It's bad. It's a $200 desk I bought used off of Craigslist. And I sat there and haggled with the guy to get him down to $200. All right. And I've been working on this desk for 9 years. It's broke. It's broke. I've been looking at a new desk for probably 6 months. I even put all the stuff in the shopping cart online, and then I printed that off. I have it inside my desk. I'm gamifying it. I got to earn it, right?
There you go.
So, like, have fun with stuff, do things. You don't have, if my old office was crap. It was a horrible place. It wasn't in a good setup. I mean, it was tiny. We were stuffed in there. The carpet was probably 30 something years old. It used to be dark blue, but now it was light blue carpet. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff. Nobody cares about those things. They care about the quality of service you give. And anyways, I'm ranting on, but it goes back to conviction. And that's where I'm at right now. Like, this all falls in line. This was not planned, but Morrell talks about hard conversations and being truthful and people stealing your time. He didn't say anything about money. Who cares about money? Your time's the most valuable asset.
That is. You can always make more money.
Right. And, Wade going into, sticking with it, being frugal, right? Like, what's your conviction? Like, do you say your company's the best? Do you believe that? Like, do your employees believe that? Do they go tell, like, I was just having this conversation the other day. Is your stuff here? Is your mom and dad's stuff here? Is your cousin's stuff here? Because if you're not telling them that, you're not convicted about this place. You're not convicted with the fact that we're building the best insurance organization around. You don't believe it because you're not proving it through your work. You need to have that kind of conviction. And when you have that kind of conviction, it doesn't matter the conversation. It'll always be truthful. It will always be straightforward because that's what matters to you. Get some conviction about what you're doing. If you've lost it in what you're doing, you better find it, especially right now, because everybody thinks this whole new 2021, we just got a new year.
Yeah.
Because the earth's in a certain alignment with the sun that everything just resets. Bull crap. It doesn't reset. You got to make it happen.
Right.
Here's the good news. There's a lot of people around you that have negative mindsets. It's not bad days. It's bad months. And they're going to probably have a bad year. Okay. Your customers don't care. Your customers want to get good service at a decent price. They want to be taken care of. If you're that person, you will dominate your sector right now. You need to be on it, man. This is separation season. Like, this is a time to take advantage of those things and make your company the best it can be. Rally your people, have conviction, lead from the front, and do it. So that's what I'm on now. Maybe it's coffee talking. I don't know.
I'll tell you, along those same lines, I meet with the IT version of a mastermind group. And one of the things we're talking about is the unique opportunity to do business with people like us. You know, what sets us aside from the Craigslist IT guy? What sets us aside from my uncle and that does IT on the side? What sets us apart as business owners that makes us better than anything else you can find in some generic product on the shelf? So we're having the same conversation about unique. Gosh, there is a term for it. I can't remember, but it's unique is in it. what makes us unique, basically.
Hey, can I? So I'm going through Tribe of Mentors right now. Let me share this really fast. I'll find it. Man, one of the best quotes. It's really not. I mean, it's this guy's quote from the book. Hold on, I got it right here. It was so great. Thinking about right now what you need to be doing. All right. So this is from Matt Ridley. All right. And it talks about, they ask him, what advice would you give to a smart driven college student? And it says, do not be intimidated by anything. In the vast majority of the professions and vocations, the people who succeed are not any cleverer than you. The adult world is not full of gods, just people who have acquired skills and habits that work for them. And specialize. The great human achievement is to specialize as a producer of goods or services so that you can diversify as a consumer. Self-sufficiency is another word for poverty. Main thing I take away from that is like, know your trade, man. Quit going wide. Don't be an inch deep and a mile wide. You know, be a mile deep, like, and have some conviction about it and do it, you know? So.
Yeah, I'm with you.
He was fired up this morning.
He is
fired up, man.
I need to go over and get some of that coffee.
What you put in there?
No, I don't think we want to know.
Yeah. Now, really stuck on this. Really think about, you got one life to live. You got one opportunity to do it. Like, okay, yeah, is that deep? Absolutely. But like, we're talking about what you're saying you're going to do and you're going to leave your mark on.
Right.
And it really stuck to me about this convictions thing. Like, how much conviction do I walk around with?
Yeah.
You know?
Wade's taking notes over there. It looks like he's got.
Yeah, I like that book. I'm gonna look up that book.
What was that book? Show us the book again, James.
It's Tribe of Mentors by Tim Ferriss. What's great is it's broken out in small chunks. So what I do is I just read one section a day. Pretty much is asking all these great leaders pretty much the same questions. Their answers are so fascinating, but that's probably one of the best things I've ever read. What that guy said, you know, just talking about the human, like, you know, you can't, you know, if you just get simplistic with it. I mean, at one time there was just, you know, there was farmers, there was blacksmiths, there was thatchers, right? Like all that stonemason, like
Right.
People had to specialize, which allow more options. Specialize in what you do. Get some conviction about it, man.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, I'll wrap us up if you guys are done.
I'm done.
Quick hitter. I like it. All right, guys. Like I said, Morel McCrary, Ramtech PC Solutions, just like you see here on my shirt. We provide IT services, and we are the best at what we do. James.
James Chapman Insurance Group. We've got you covered.
Completely covered. Wade.
I'm Wade Carpenter with Carpenter Company CPAs, and we make contractors permanently profitable.
Ooh,
wow. That's
like
new.
That.
I was waiting on the bean counters.
I didn't know what you do for insurance agents.
We done made you permanently profitable.
There we go.
There you go. I like it. I like it.
All right.
All right, guys. This wraps up the first one of the new year. I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to subscribe and like below to this video. And we'll work on another topic and get that hammered out here pretty soon. Thanks, guys.